एज वेल एज एम्प्लॉयज जो काम करना चाहते हैं।
Jabardast. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. We are definitely looking forward to learn from you. Thank you for giving your valuable time, sir. And then I would like to go to Ashok Kumar Pandey, sir, a managing director at Trident Pharma in Kenya and Tanzania. Ashok, sir, what you are going to share with us?
So, Namaskar. Good morning, LPC team, and good morning, all viewers from Facebook and YouTube. Basically, I'll keep very precise and simple my discussions. And we have several speakers from Russia regulatory market to non-regulatory market. So I'm going to discuss the challenges, opportunities, or successful career, how you can get it into the non-regulatory market, commence to the English-speaking Africa. Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much once again. Now we'll go to Mr. Saurabh Mishra, sir, AGM International Business in Otsuka Pharma. Saurabh, sir, welcome to Live Pharma Coalition. What is the thing you are going to share with us?
Namaskar. Thank you, Yashanji. Good morning to LPC members and all of our viewers. A significant part of my career is attributed to my work in Southeast Asia. So in today's presentation, I'll be discussing what are the challenges, particularly in the Southeast Asia region, which is the most populous region in whole of pharmaceutical world.
Wonderful, sir. Really, we are excited to learn from you all. We would also like to know what is our opportunities in those areas, if you can address those things, because we are very keen to build our career in those markets. And with that, I would like to go to my co-moderator, Mr. Praveen Kumar Pandey. He is the AGM in Grow Care International Business. So, Praveen ji, over to you.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Yashwant sir. Before going to Praveen and start with the first speaker, that we will like to have the intro once again, because it was only visible in a Zoom, not in the audience. So I will like to share once again my screen.
Sure.
So hello and welcome all the Facebook and YouTube channel audience and the viewer for the LPC-42. Here I will just like to share my screen here. Hope it is visible to all of you.
Yes, it is visible
to audience. Sorry for there is some technical glitch that we had at the beginning, right? So online learning platform that currently LPC, that is a Live Pharma Coalition, it's India's largest online discussion platform currently, with the help of the 100 plus speakers, as well as the 40,000 the audience and the viewer reach that we are getting it for the LPC. And as all are aware about the LPC has been created into a vast ways. This is the LPC-42. It's a week 2. Week 1 is for the leadership team. Week 3 is for the young, and week 4 for the academic and learning and development, and week 5 is dedicated for the women, LPC women. Here we do have our disclaimer. This catering to all the marketing and sales speakers, as well as those speakers who join from the research and development, R&D, manufacturing, supply chain, quality control, quality assurance, and learning and development, and the academic, all team, those who connected with us from this. Now moving ahead with the appreciations of the LPC-41, those who did the actively participation into it. First, initially on YouTube channel, those who has the actively participated, Ritesh Sharma, congratulations. Followed by him is the Jaya Prakash, yes. Then the Ekta Ravi Kumar. Then the Facebook audience, Gopal Tripathi, Ashit Kumar Sinha, Nilanjan Nag, then Kaushandra Kumar, Aditya Advait, Rajendra Sharma. Thanks to all attendees of the last or the LPC-41. Keep continuous here the LPC-41 in the 42 enthusiastic participations, as well like the live audience. So now we already introduced the LPC-42 as like the global topic is the challenges in the regulatory and non-regulatory pharmaceutical market. here we do have the two panelists today, Praveen and Yashwant sir. So Praveen, he is a Deputy General Manager in the Gracious Pharmaceuticals, and Yashwant sir is a Founder Director of the Benzinry. Along with me, I'm moderating today's sessions with all three our eminent speaker, that is Sunil Kumar Singh and Ashok Kumar Pandey and Saurav Mishra. Now over to Yashwant sir, and just for the startup or the beginning.
Thank you very much, Raman. Thank you very much. So sometimes we have to go ahead with a technical problem, so no issue. Now over to Praveen directly for introduction of Sunil sir. I request Sunil sir to present his slide, and Praveen can give an overview of his profile. Praveen, over to you.
Thank you. Good morning. Good morning to everyone. Special good morning for our viewers. Here I would like to introduce Dr. Sunil Kumar Singh. Dr. Sunil has traveled to Russia for his education, and he traveled in 1992, where he has done MBBS from Russia, and he has completed in 1999. Meanwhile, he was the part of IPCA laboratories, and since 99 till 2009, he was working with IPCA laboratories. After that, he joined as a Cadla Pharmaceutical Limited, and since 2009 he is the part of Cadla Pharmaceutical Limited Russia. At present he is head of representation and country manager for Cadla Pharmaceutical based at Moscow. Total 27 years of experience in international market, and it's very good highlight for one thing for Dr. Sunil Kumar Singh, like in 27 years he has changed just one company. Total 2 company experience in 27 years. I would like to hand over the session to Dr. Sunil. Thank you.
Здравствуйте. Спасибо. Здравствуйте всем, кто с нами сегодня присутствует. Я приветствую व्यूअर нашего YouTube и Facebook. नमस्कार एवरीबॉडी. मैं सभी आप लोग का ये करता हूँ कि आप हमारे व्यूअर्स जिन YouTube और Facebook में जो कनेक्टेड है हमारे साथ में उनके लिए कुछ हम इंफॉर्मेशन दे पाए. सो हम बात करेंगे आज चैलेंजेस इन रेगुलेटरी फार्मा मार्केट. सो रशिया के बारे में थोड़ा पहले आपको एक छोटा सा ब्रीफ देना चाहता हूँ. यहाँ का रशिया का पॉपुलेशन 145 मिलियन है. करेंसी रूबल है, और अगर कंपेयर करेंगे रूबल रुपीज है तो 1:1 है. यहाँ पर टोटल एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिव डिवीजन 22 रिपब्लिक है, 11 ऑटोनोमस डिस्ट्रिक्ट्स है, 46 रीजन है. कैपिटल मॉस्को है, सभी को मालूम है. मोर देन 15 मिलियन पॉपुलेशन है. नंबर ऑफ सिटीज इन रशिया जहां पर 1 मिलियन से ज्यादा पॉपुलेशन है 15 है. और एवरेज यहाँ जीडीपी पर पर्सन मोर देन 11,000 USD है. जी, हम किसी भी कंट्री में अगर काम करने जाते हैं तो पहले उस कंट्री के बारे में पॉलिटिकल, इकोनॉमिकल एंड सोशल और टेक्निकल एनवायरनमेंट के बारे में जरूर हमें पता कर लेना चाहिए और एनालिस करके ही जाना चाहिए. फॉर एग्जांपल अगर रशिया के हम बात करते हैं तो यहाँ पर स्ट्रॉन्ग प्रेसिडेंट पावर है. अगर पॉलिटिकली अगर बात करें, सेकेंडली अगर यहाँ पर प्रेफरेंस लोकल फार्मा को दिया जाता है फॉर गवर्नमेंट प्रोक्योरमेंट के लिए. प्राइस रेगुलेशन है इस कंट्री में नॉन फॉर लाइफ सेविंग ड्रग्स के लिए. डिफिकल्ट रजिस्ट्रेशन प्रोसेस है यहाँ पर, क्योंकि यहाँ पर कोई भी प्रोडक्ट अगर हम रजिस्टर करना चाहते हैं तो क्लिनिकल ट्रायल और बायो इक्विवेलेंस चाहिए होता है. पॉलिटिकली यहाँ पर सारे लोग हैं सो इंश्योर्ड हैं, गवर्नमेंट इंश्योरेंस है. वॉलेंट्री लेस देन 5% पॉपुलेशन है, ग्रोइंग ड्यू टू कोविड पेमेंट्स, क्योंकि गवर्नमेंट ने कोविड पेमेंट काफी सपोर्ट किया है वॉलेंट्री को इकोनॉमिकली, इसलिए वॉलेंटियर लोग इंक्रीज हो रहे हैं. अभी इकोनॉमिकली इन्वायरमेंट अगर देखें हम रशिया तो यहाँ की इकोनॉमी पूरा बेस्ड है ऑयल, फ्यूल, गैस एंड नेचुरल रिसोर्सेज पर. ऑप्शंस है लोकल इंडस्ट्री इंक्लूडिंग फार्मा लेस है. डिपेंडेंसी फार्मा इंपोर्ट है, so 70% इंपोर्ट है, 30% है सो लोकल मैन्युफैक्चरिंग है. अगर एपीआई की बात करें तो 90% इंपोर्टेड है यहाँ पर. अगर बात करें प्राइवेट और स्टेट फार्मा सेक्टर में तो यहाँ पर है सो 70-30 का रेशियो है, यानी कि 70% है सो गवर्नमेंट क्लिनिक्स है यहाँ पर, पॉली क्लिनिक्स है, और 30% ही प्राइवेट सेक्टर है. अगर हॉस्पिटल्स की बात करें तो 99% हॉस्पिटल पूरे रशिया में गवर्नमेंट सेक्टर्स के, ओनली 1% है सो प्राइवेट सेक्टर में, वो भी केवल बड़े सिटी में, बड़े सिटी में. अगर पॉजिटिव बात करें तो यहाँ पर स्टेट गवर्नमेंट है सो 3.5% है सो जीडीपी का एक्सपेंड करती है अपने हेल्थ सेक्टर में। यहाँ पर रिम्बर्समेंट प्रोग्राम भी है, अगर कोई भी इंश्योर्ड है तो उनके लिए गवर्नमेंट है सो फुली रिम्बर्समेंट करते हैं ट्रीटमेंट का। मॉस्को में भी, रेस्ट रशिया में भी है, बट मॉस्को में ज्यादा है। हाँ, गवर्नमेंट काफी हेल्प किया है ड्यूरिंग कोविड पीरियड में। जो टैक्स बेनिफिट्स हैं, इवन रशिया में पूरे कोविड ट्रीटमेंट है सो फ्री ऑफ कॉस्ट ने गवर्नमेंट ने किया है। अगर सोशल डिमांड को बांट के इंक्रीजिंग स्टैंडर्ड ऑफ लिविंग है, बिग शेयर ऑफ व्हाइट कलर्स यहाँ पर देखा जा सकता है। मैन पावर्स का थोड़ा सा दिक्कत है, एजिंग पॉपुलेशन है, ड्यू टू लो डॉक्टर्स लेवल इन स्टेट पॉलिटिकल ओपीडी लेवल, सेल्फ ट्रीटमेंट यहाँ पर ज्यादा बढ़ा है अभी ड्यू टू कोविड पीरियड, क्योंकि काफी डॉक्टर से शिफ्ट किया गया कोविड ट्रीटमेंट के लिए। टेक्निकल इन्वायरमेंट की बात किया जाए तो गवर्नमेंट पुतिन ने 2010 में एक प्रोग्राम लेकर आए कि 2020 में उनका था कि 50% है सो फार्मास्यूटिकल बिजनेस रशिया में लोकली आना चाहिए। बट समहाउ अभी वैसा तो नहीं हो पाया, बट 30% पर आ गए हैं। अभी दे वांट टू इंक्रीज 2030 की एटलीस्ट हम लोग है सो 70% है सो मेडिसिन है सो रशिया में मैन्युफैक्चरिंग करें। इसके लिए गवर्नमेंट ने काफी सपोर्ट कर रहा है लोकल मैन्युफैक्चरिंग को। गवर्नमेंट प्रिक्योरमेंट में लोकल प्रेफरेंस है। डेवलपमेंट ऑफ लोकल फार्मा फैक्ट्रीज है, उनको काफी दे रहे हैं, अभी सब्सिडी दे रहे हैं। अगर बात करें कोविड की रशिया में, तो अगर 1 लाख पॉपुलेशन पर सबसे कम डेथ है यहाँ पर 35 है। अगर देखा जाए तो कंपेयर टू growing country, developed country, Europe and US and Canada, the death rates are very high. But Russia में मेंटेन किया गया है 35 डेथ रेट है पर 1 लाख पॉपुलेशन पर। गवर्नमेंट ने काफी हेल्प किया, फ्री ट्रीटमेंट है यहाँ पर कोविड पॉपुलेशन में। दिस टाइम है सो डेफिनेटली है सो एंटीबायोटिक का डिमांड है सो काफी बढ़ा रहा है, उसमें 2 एंटीबायोटिक काफी ज्यादा डिमांडिंग रहा है दिस टाइम, लेवोफ्लॉक्सासिन, अजिथ्रोमाइसिन का, जो काफी इंक्रीज हुआ इनका सेल्स दिस टाइम। अगर देखा जाए तो बहुत ही कम कंट्री है दुनिया में जो कोविड वैक्सीन है सो लेकर आए। रशिया इज द फर्स्ट कंट्री इन द वर्ल्ड जो फर्स्ट कोविड रजिस्टर्ड किया गया लास्ट ईयर अगस्त में। उसके बाद नवंबर में सेकंड वैक्सीन रजिस्टर्ड किया, थर्ड वैक्सीन अभी आने वाली है। अभी ऑलरेडी 2 है सो वैक्सीन अवेलेबल है फॉर एवरीवन और फ्री ऑफ कॉस्ट इंक्लूडिंग फॉरेनर्स। इवन मैं भी 1 डोज अभी तक वैक्सीन का ले चुका हूँ, स्पुतनिक वी का। सेकंड डोज है तो 24 फरवरी का आना है। तो गवर्नमेंट ने फ्री ऑफ कॉस्ट वैक्सीनेशन फॉर इंटायर पॉपुलेशन, उनकी टारगेट है कि टिल समर 50% 60% पॉपुलेशन ऐसे वैक्सीनेटेड हो जाए। अगर देखा जाए तो पूरे दुनिया में जो सिचुएशन था ड्यू टू कोविड, रशिया भी अछूता नहीं है उससे। यहाँ भी है सो हम लोग है सो जीडीपी में डाउनफॉल देखा गया था बिगिनिंग पीरियड में, अप्रैल मई में, बट बाद में अभी सिचुएशन है सो काफी इम्प्रूवमेंट हुआ है। अगर देखा जाए तो नेगेटिव ग्रोथ है 33.5% का 2020 में ड्यू टू कोविड सिचुएशन इकोनॉमिकली अदर बेटर देन अदर्स कंट्री। अगर फार्मा मार्केट के देखा, डायनामिक्स कैप्चर ऑफ रशियन फार्मास्यूटिकल मार्केट इन बिलियन रुपीस, तो एक्सपेक्टेड था कि लेसर देन 2019 रहेगा बिजनेस फार्मास्यूटिकल मार्केट का। बट अगर देखें हम यहाँ स्लाइड में तो ये लेटेस्ट डाटा है डीएसएम ग्रुप का, जिसमें एक्सपेक्टेड है सो 6.1% का ग्रोथ कंपेयर टू 2019। देखा जाए तो ग्रोथ सारे 3 डिपार्टमेंट तीन सेक्टर में है। यहाँ का फार्मास्यूटिकल मार्केट 3 सेक्टर में डिवाइडेड है, कमर्शियल, पारा फार्मास्यूटिकल्स एंड गवर्नमेंट प्रोक्योरमेंट। पारा फार्मास्यूटिकल में हर्बल, न्यूट्रास्यूटिकल्स दिस प्रोडक्ट आ जाते हैं, कॉस्मेटिक्स आ जाते हैं। तो कमर्शियल ड्रग मार्केट भी इंक्रीज हुआ है एंड गवर्नमेंट प्रोक्योरमेंट भी इंक्रीज किया है। और एक्सपेक्टेड है सो अगर 21 का एक्सपेक्टेड है लेसर देन 20, 6.1 एक्सपेक्टेड है 4.7 मिलियन। टोटल फार्मा मार्केट अप्रोक्स मोर देन 20 बिलियन यूएसडी। अगर रूबल में बात करें तो 2 ट्रिलियन रूबल का मार्केट हम लोग का है 20 में 20 हमने क्रॉस किया है और 21 में एक्सपेक्ट है 2.1 ट्रिलियन रूपल एक्सपेक्टेड है टर्नओवर। अगर देखा जाए बाइंग नेचर जो फार्मेसी में है सेगमेंट्स वाइज अगर देखते हैं तो अमाउंट वाइज इंक्रीज दिख रहा है, यानी कि प्राइस है सो इंक्रीज किया है प्रोडक्ट का रशियन फार्मास्यूटिकल मार्केट में। अगर देखें तो हम कमर्शियल में 10.6% का इंक्रीज हमने देखा है, पारा फार्मास्यूटिकल्स में 6.7% का इंक्रीज देखा है, गवर्नमेंट प्रोक्योरमेंट में 6.8% का इंक्रीज देखा अमाउंट वाइज। बट अगर पैक वाइज कंपेयर करते हैं 2019 से तो कमर्शियल सेगमेंट में -2.3% का डी ग्रोइंग है, पारा फार्मास्यूटिकल में 15.4% का है और कमर्शियल गवर्नमेंट प्रोक्योरमेंट में भी 15% का डी ग्रोइंग है। ओवरऑल टोटल में -4.5% डी ग्रोइंग है पैक वाइज, बट वैल्यू वाइज मार्केट है सो इंक्रीज किया, पैक वाइज डिक्रीज किया। इसका मतलब है कि प्राइस है सो सम प्रोडक्ट का इंक्रीज हुआ है और ये दिखा है जो नॉन रेगुलेटेड प्रोडक्ट है, लाइफ सेविंग ड्रग्स का यहाँ पर रशिया में प्राइस फिक्स है। एग्जांपल ओटीसी एंड अदर सेगमेंट्स का प्राइस इंक्रीज हुआ है। मार्केट डायनामिक्स अगर देखेंगे तो ये बता रहा है कि कंपेयर टू स्मॉल पैक्स बिगर पैक्स है सो ज्यादा बिकने लगा है ड्यू टू प्राइस इंक्रीज किया है, तो लोग जो क्रॉनिक पेशेंट्स है वो बड़े बड़े पैक की तरफ ज्यादा बढ़ रहे हैं। अगर करेंगे तो देखेंगे तो हम लोग है सो मोर देन 20 टैबलेट्स टू 50 टैबलेट्स पैक्स का मार्केट है सो ग्रो किया है अगर कंपेयर टू 2019। एक चीज और है सो 2020 में देखने को मिला है कि ऑनलाइन सेल, रशिया में ऑनलाइन सेल ओनली है सो ओटीसी एंड पारा फार्मास्यूटिकल अलाउ है, प्रिस्क्रिप्शन प्रोडक्ट एंड ऑफ द ईयर ओनली अलाउ किया गया है, जो प्रिस्क्रिप्शन प्रोडक्ट भी हम लोग ऑनलाइन परचेज कर सकते हैं। सो एक फार्मास्यूटिकल्स में नया वे दिख रहा है कि ऑनलाइन फार्मेसी की तरफ है सो टेंडेंसी बढ़ते जा रही है। तो अभी हम लोग है सो मंथ टू मंथ है सो बढ़ रही है। अगर देखें तो दिसंबर में 8.2% इंक्रीज आया है ऑनलाइन फार्मेसी का, और टोटल इसका देखा जाए तो 72 बिलियन रूबल्स का सेल रहा ऑनलाइन फार्मेसी के थ्रू इन रशिया में। ऑल्सो बिग मार्केट 6.3% इस टोटल सेल्स का है। तो इन मार्केट है सो डेवलप स्विच होते जा रहा है स्लोली बाय टू ऑनलाइन फार्मेसी की तरफ। अगर हम देखें तो डेफिनेटली रेगुलेटेड मार्केट में ये सब चैलेंजेस आती है कि ओरिजिनल मॉलिक्यूल और जेनरिक में हमेशा कंपटीटर और कंपटीशन होते रहता है। तो अगर देखा जाए तो जेनरिक का 30 to 35% अमाउंट वाइज देखा जाए तो जेनरिक ओरिजिनल मॉलिक्यूल का सेल है और 62% है सो जेनरिक का सेल है। बट अगर पैक में देखा जाए तो ओनली 16% का ही पैक्स में सेल है ओरिजिनल मॉलिक्यूल्स का, और जेनरिक का 84% के आसपास है सो सेल का सेम 19 एंड 20 में भी रहा है। फार्मेसी रेट सब, ये स्लाइड है सो काफी इंपॉर्टेंट है क्योंकि इस फूड सप्लीमेंट सेगमेंट्स में यहाँ पर रशिया में काम करने में पहले रेगुलेटेड पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से रजिस्ट्रेशन काफी इजी है। 3 to 6 मंथ के अंदर में एनी फूड सप्लीमेंट और हर्बल प्रोडक्ट रशिया में रजिस्टर्ड हो जाती है, बट इनको मार्केटिंग और सेल्स करना थोड़ा सा दिक्कत है। बट दिख रहा है कि फूड सप्लीमेंट ग्रोइंग है, सो मंथ टू मंथ ईयर टू ईयर रशियन मार्केट है सो ग्रो कर रहा है। तो अगर हम देखें तो 2020 में 9.9% का नेचुरल ग्रोथ रहा है और टोटल इनका मार्केट है सो 30.2 बिलियन पैकेज का मिलियन पैकेजेस का रहा है। यहाँ का सिस्टम थोड़ा सा डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन सिस्टम थोड़ा सा डिफरेंट है कंपेयर टू अदर कंट्री में। यहाँ का मेजर बिजनेस रशिया में फेडरल डिस्ट्रीब्यूटर के हाथ में है। फेडरल डिस्ट्रीब्यूटर जिनके पास मोर देन टॉप 3 डिस्ट्रीब्यूटर जो हैं पुल्स, प्रोटेक्ट, कतरे, जिनके पास मोर देन 50% मार्केट शेयर है डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन चैनल। तो हमारे लिए और आने वाली कंपनी के लिए एक चैलेंज है कि इनके साथ कैसे हम टाई अप किया जाए। इनके साथ टाइप करना अपने आप में एक बहुत बड़ा चैलेंज है, बट एक बार आप टाइप हो गया तो आपके लिए इजी है फिर डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन में इंटर करना। सो कोई भी हमें नए आने वाले कंपनी और काम करने वाले, तो इनके थ्रू ही हमको आगे रशियन मार्केट में आगे जाना। पुल्स, प्रोटेक्ट, कतरन, ये तीनों कमर्शियल मार्केट में आगे है। आर फार्मा 100% है, सो गवर्नमेंट प्रोक्योरमेंट में है। फार्म कम्प्लीट भी कमर्शियल मार्केट में है, ग्रांड कैपिटल भी कमर्शियल मार्केट में है। प्रॉफिट मेड कमर्शियल मार्केट और फार्म पैक्स है, सो गवर्नमेंट प्रोक्योरमेंट में काफी आगे है। इसके बाद आते सेकंड स्टेप, एंट्री फार्मेसी चेन। अगर हम देखें तो जैन टू सितंबर इनका टॉप 30 जो फार्मेसी चेन है रशिया में, ये लास्ट 10 ईयर में डेवलप हुआ है कॉन्सेप्ट फार्मेसी चेन के रशिया में, और काफी स्ट्रांगली है आज के डेट में। सो 30 फार्मेसी चेन है, तो 62% है, तो मार्केट शेयर इनके पास में। तो एक अपने आप में बताते हैं कि मार्केट में इंटर करना, फर्स्ट है सो डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन, सेकेंड है सो फार्मेसी में इंटर करना कितनी बड़ा चैलेंज है। अगर देखा जाए टॉप 30 में से टॉप 5 लिया जाए तो ये मोर देन 40% मार्केट शेयर इनके पास में है फार्मेसी, जो बिगेस्ट फार्मेसी चेन है। तो ये दो चैनल है, फर्स्ट है सो प्रोडक्ट रजिस्ट्रेशन, सेकंड एंट्री डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन, थर्ड है सो फार्मेसी चेन में इंटर। ये रेगुलेटेड मार्केट में ये 3 चैलेंज आएंगे और हमेशा आते रहेंगे। तो इसका क्या सोल्यूशन है? सोल्यूशन इज द बेस्ट पार्ट है कि इसमें अगर हमें रशियन मार्केट में आना है तो फुल प्रिपेयर के साथ आना होगा। हम लोग स्केटर्ड बास्केट के साथ हम रशियन मार्केट में नहीं आ सकते। हमें डिफाइन कर लेना होगा पहले कि हम है सो जाना चाहते हैं हॉस्पिटल सेगमेंट्स में। हॉस्पिटल सेगमेंट्स में इजी है क्योंकि वहां पर मैन पावर, लेस मैन पावर के साथ हम वहां पर जा सकते हैं, लेकिन एक प्रोडक्ट के साथ काम करना मुश्किल है। तो मिनिमम है सो बास्केट ऑफ प्रोडक्ट के साथ हमको आना होगा। तो हमको डिफाइन करना होगा, हमको कार्डियोलॉजी में जाना है तो फुल बास्केट के साथ है, न्यूरो में आना है फुल बास्केट के साथ में आए। ये कार्डियोलॉजी, न्यूरो, डायबिटिक में हम नहीं रिकमेंड करेंगे क्योंकि डायबिटिक फुल 100% है सो गवर्नमेंट प्रोक्योरमेंट है, वहां पर है सो प्राइस कंट्रोल एरियाज है। बट नॉन प्राइस एरिया, ओटीसी मार्केट, वहां पर प्राइस कंट्रोल नहीं है। ये मार्केट हम लोग के लिए, इंडियन फार्मास्यूटिकल मार्केट कंपनीज के लिए बेस्ट है। बट इसके लिए किसी भी हमको एरिया में आना है, ऑप्थेल्मोलॉजी एरिया में आना है, डायबिटिक एरिया में, कार्डियोलॉजी में आना है, न्यूरो में आना है, तो फुल बास्केट के साथ एटलीस्ट मिनिमम 10 प्रोडक्ट के साथ आप रशियन मार्केट में इंटर कीजिए। अगर नहीं, अगर 10, अगर 1-2 प्रोडक्ट के साथ काफी मुश्किल होगा एंट्री। डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन लेवल पर आपको फार्मेसी चेन लेवल पर इंटरटेन नहीं करेंगे। फॉर व्यूअर्स जो रशिया में काम करना चाहते हैं या इंटर करना चाहते हैं, तो रशिया रेगुलेटेड मार्केट में चैलेंजेस क्या है कि हमको पहले अडॉप्ट करना होगा उस कंट्री को, उस कंट्री में, जिस कंट्री में हम काम करने जा रहे हैं। फॉर एग्जाम्पल बहुत सारे दुनिया में है कि नॉन इंग्लिश स्पीकिंग कंट्रीज है, लाइक उसमें रशिया भी है। यहाँ पर 100% है सो लोग है सो प्रेफर करते हैं रशियन में ही बात करना। तो फर्स्ट हमको अडॉप्ट करना होगा उनके कल्चर, उनके लैंग्वेज, उनके माइंडसेट, और उनके हिसाब से ही हमको आगे बढ़ना होगा, इस कंट्री में इंटर करना होगा। तो लैंग्वेज है सो बहुत बड़ा चैलेंज है इस मार्केट में इंटर करने के लिए, क्योंकि यहाँ पर एवरीथिंग इन रशियन ओनली। हाँ, अपर लेवल पर है सो इंग्लिश में मैनेज किया जा सकता है, बट वेरी फ्यू परसेंट है, लेस देन 1% पीपल्स है। तो इस मार्केट में हमको फर्स्ट रेगुलेटरी में हमको है सो प्रोडक्ट है सो सीटीडी डोसियर होना चाहिए, प्लस हमको क्लिनिकल ट्रायल करना होगा। यहाँ पर रजिस्टर्ड करने के लिए रजिस्ट्रेशन प्रोसेस है, प्रोडक्ट एक मॉलिक्यूल का रजिस्ट्रेशन प्रोसेस है, मिनिमम आपका 1.5 to 3 years डिपेंडिंग ऑन मॉलिक्यूल। एक्सपेंस अप्रोक्स minimum start from $2 lakh to up to 3 lakhs, 4 lakhs, depending on clinical trials, depending on upon molecule. But minimum $180,000 आपको लेके चलना एक प्रोडक्ट रजिस्टर्ड करने के लिए। यहाँ पर इन्वेस्टमेंट भी काफी बड़ा है। फैक्ट्री है सो रशियन जीएमपी अप्रूव्ड होना चाहिए। रशियन जीएमपी भी काफी अपने आप में टफ है। इवन बहुत सारे प्लांट को रिजेक्शन मिला है जो एफडीए अप्रूव्ड प्लांट है, बट रशियन जीएमपी के बिना आप न्यू प्रोडक्ट रजिस्टर्ड यहाँ पर नहीं कर सकते। तो रशियन, वो हम लोगों को फैक्ट्री है तो रशियन जीएमपी अप्रूव्ड होना चाहिए, सीटीडी डोसियर होना चाहिए, 2 साल का टाइम टेकिंग पीरियड है प्रोडक्ट का। इसलिए ये सब चीजों को ध्यान में रखते हैं। और 2020 इम्प्लीमेंटेड, गवर्नमेंट इम्प्लीमेंटेड सीरियलाइजेशन, ट्रेस एंड ट्रैक। सो 2020 से अब रशिया में सारे मेडिसिन जो भी प्रोडक्ट आ रहे हैं वो ट्रेस एंड ट्रैक के थ्रू आ रहे हैं, यानी कि सारे एक एक पैक यहाँ पर है, सो सेटेलाइट पैक आता है जो पेशेंट जब चाहे अपने मोबाइल से चेक कर सकते हैं कब वो फैक्ट्री से मैन्युफैक्चर से लेकर उनकी फार्मेसी तक आ रहा है। तो L1 से L5 तक का यहाँ पर ट्रैकिंग सिस्टम है जो कंपनी ने लॉन्च किया है लास्ट ईयर। स्टिल बट सितंबर से फुल फ्रेश इम्प्लीमेंटेड है। टिल सितंबर गुड्स रशिया में जो इंपोर्ट हो रहे थे विदाउट सिविलाइज आ रहे थे, बट फ्रॉम 1 अक्टूबर सारे गुड्स यहाँ पर सिविलाइज आ रहे हैं। तो ये सब रेगुलेटेड मार्केट का में ये सब बहुत बड़ा चैलेंजेस है। तो हमारा जो एक्सपीरियंस है उसके हिसाब से हम बोलेंगे इस मार्केट काफी बड़ा है, मोर देन 20 बिलियन मार्केट्स है, डेफिनेटली यहाँ काफी पोटेंशियल है, बट हमको प्रिपेयर होके आना होगा, माइंडसेट में डालकर ये चीजें करना होगा। हाँ, यहाँ पर ब्रांडिंग करना, हाँ डॉक्टर्स लेवल पर हम लोग काम कर सकते हैं, ऑफिशियली नॉट अलाउड क्योंकि बट हम लोग ऐसे डॉक्टर्स कॉल कर सकते हैं। फार्मेसी में इनकी मोनोपोली है, फार्मेसी चेन की डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन की मोनोपोली है, बट डॉक्टर्स लेवल पर अच्छे इंडियन प्रोडक्ट के बारे में अच्छा व्यू है उनका, अच्छा फीडबैक है इंडियन कंपनीज के बारे में। हमारे भी कंपनी कैडला फार्मास्यूटिकल्स लास्ट 30 ईयर से यहाँ पर रशिया में है, काफी इंडियन कंपनी फार्मास्यूटिकल्स कंपनी यहाँ पर है। हाँ, यहाँ पर काम करने वाले लोग इंडिया से काफी कम लोग हैं क्योंकि यहाँ के लोकल प्रेफरेंस को ज्यादा दिया जाता है क्योंकि वो 1-to-1 उनसे बात कर सकते हैं, लैंग्वेज उनके बॉडी लैंग्वेज की उनके कल्चरल उनके हिसाब से वो अपने आप को डाल सकते हैं। अगर इस कंट्री में काम करना है तो हमको भी उनके हिसाब से इस कंट्री में डालना पड़ेगा। तो मोस्ट वेलकम। अगर कुछ भी हमारे तरफ से जो चाहिए होगा गाइडेंस तो हम लोग यहाँ पर देने के लिए रेडी हैं कंपनीज को और जो रशियन मार्केट में आना चाहते हैं एज ए एम्प्लॉय। थैंक यू वेरी मच। Спасибо большое.
Spasibo. Thank you everyone. On our special request, Dr. Sunil was talking in Indian language. Otherwise, he was willing to talk in Russian, and mostly, at least in India, nobody will understand that. So, thank you so much, Dr. Sunil.
Thank you.
Here, I would like to take one small brief on Dr. Sunil's session. Like when he was talking about Russia, he started with a small pest analysis, which was political, economical, socio-culture, and technical. Then he introduced bit about the government involvement in health sector, and it has been managed almost 99% by government hospitals. 3.5% of GDP of Russia has been managed from healthcare industry. And Russia is the country where already vaccination has been started by their own, and it's 100% free for entire population. When we were talking about market, so recently we come to know after COVID impact, the pack size has been matters in Russia. Like compared to small packs, this 10 for 10 at the place of 10, people has started buying 14 or 20 pack of medicines. I think because of course, I think money saving or something should be. Apart from that, recently he has noticed and he has shared his experience like online prescription market has been started growing from last year. Before it was just OTC medicine which we used to buy or we were allowed to buy. Now even prescription products can be available on online platforms. Online pharmaceutical market including mostly then he has introduced about food supplement product, which is a segment the countries or means other companies can initiate to get registered over there because it will take less time and less amount, and it has some feasibility account to do. But still, marketing is a bit tough for that also because it's dependent on food supply chain. Then we have talked about some federal distributors, which are, if we are just taking 10, which are holding 50% of total market share. And top pharmacy chain, if we'll calculate just 30 pharmacy chain who are holding 62% of Russian market. So this was bit overview from Dr. Sunil, and it's thank you. We are a bit aware about Russia now. I would like to hand over session from here to Mr. Sant Mishra, sir.
Okay. So thank you very much, Pravinji. Really very interesting insight we have got. Thank you very much, Sunil sir, for giving insight. There are very much a lot of appreciations are there for your topic. Many people are watching. One of our previous speaker, Mr. Hitesh Suprati, has asked you a question. एक question पूछे हैं सुनील सर कि रशिया का ओवरऑल पॉपुलेशन कितना है और फार्मा मार्केट का साइज कितना है, उनका इंटरेस्ट है. ही इज आल्सो फ्रॉम इंटरनेशनल. तो
14.5 करोड़ की यहाँ पॉपुलेशन है. 146 मिलियन 14.5 करोड़ की पॉपुलेशन है.
अच्छा.
और 21 बिलियन यूएसडी का मार्केट साइज है. 21.
Huge. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
Huge market.
Yes, huge market. Really very good. तो आप रशियन भी सीख गए हैं सर वहां जाके?
जी, यहाँ पर मैं रशियन में ही बात करता हूँ. That's why
wonderful.
रशियन. तो प्रवीण जी साहब बोले कि मैं प्रेफर करता हूँ रशियन में बात करना.
हाँ, नहीं, good. Thank you very much, sir. Please keep on tuning in. और अभी क्वेश्चन बाकी हम लोग लेंगे. Now we will go to Mr. Ashok Pandey, sir, and Praveen will introduce him. Sir, आप अपना शेयर कीजिए, sir. Thank you very much, sir. Ashok, sir, you can show your presentation
slide. Thanks for giving this opportunity to me. Once again, I would like to introduce Mr. Ashok Pandey. At present, he is holding a position of Managing Director for Tridem Pharma Kenya Limited and taking care of Kenya as well as Tanzania. He has started his career in 2000 as a medical representative with UCB Pharma, and after that he has worked with IPCA Laboratories. In 2008, he traveled to Uganda as a first assignment in international market. He joined as a country manager for Uganda. Since in 2012, he changed the organization and he joined Fosun Pharma, which is a company from Shanghai. Previously, it was known as a Gulin Pharma, now Fosun Pharma Limited. And he is holding Managing Director position for Kenya as well as Tanzania. I would like to hand over this session to Mr. Ashok Pandey. Thank you.
Hello. Thank you, Praveen. Am I audible to everyone?
Yes.
Yes. Thank you so much. Thank you, Praveen. And thank you so much for this very vibrant team, LPC, especially executive members and coordinators, and especially viewers. Thank you so much for your participation. My name is Ashok Pandey, as introduced by Praveen. I'm from India, Uttar Pradesh. Currently, I'm based in Kenya. My educational background is I'm a science graduate. I'm MBA in Pharma Marketing and Management. I did my diploma in Chartered Finance Management. I did my diploma in Digital Marketing. And then I did my doctorate in Management Studies. As mentioned by Praveen, currently I'm managing two countries, Tanzania and Kenya, especially as a managing director for two subsidiaries. I started my career, as a medical representative in 2000 from Rajasthan, Jodhpur, and elevated at a various position within the company and in domestic market. Then 2000, as mentioned, that I have been taken a chance to be a country manager, junior country manager in Uganda. And since then, now I'm keep working in African market, especially in English speaking Africa. I was regional head for Fosun Pharma. I was taking care of entire Eastern and Southern Africa. Then we have established our subsidiary company So I'll just take a few seconds. Fosun Pharma is a world largest anti-malaria supplier company based in China, and Tredum Pharma is almost #2 company in France in supply chain management. They're very strong, and so in East Africa, English-speaking Africa, we have developed our subsidiaries. So we are looking for more companies, more principal and business partners to work with them in coming years. Our core competency is registration. We are doing registration for the companies. We are distribution is the one of the key strength, and the promotion. So that is the introduction of mine, and my topic is successful entry into international pharma career, commence to English speaking Africa. I thanks for the wonderful presentation by Mr. Sunil. It was a really great insight information about Russia, rather I can say the regulatory market. So we are able to understand that how challenges and benefits are there in that market. However, when you look into the different angle, and that is called non-regulatory market, that is equally very potential and important for us now, because Africa is an emerging market. When you look into the Africa, most of the big these countries and continents are looking to the African continents. They want to come and join in the terms of business, development, and growth. So I'll take you to a few slides, very short and simple. Also, I just want to quote that our previous speaker has discussed mainly about how this market is and how it is behavior of the market. But I'll take how you can fit yourself into these markets. So what are the kind of thoughts and ideas you should have to start your career into the international market? So always I'm quoting when we are having discussions and interview that getting the job is easy, but sustaining is a challenge. Since medical representative to junior country manager to group managing directors, I face the same things. Why you should come in international market? International market will give you the financial stability, because I have seen and working in that domestic as a medical representative, as area manager. So out of the world opportunities, exposure to your inner strength, idea, and the business culture beyond the district, states, and the countries. You will be responsible to take care of so many things. So you will be responsible to handle the multiple tasks. So I just want to ask the viewers, are you really ready to take a new challenge and exposure? If yes, then let's follow 3 basic essential requirements to be a successful career in international market. So primary requirements. First, you have to get an idea about the country. As mentioned by my previous speaker also, it is very important for us to have an idea about the country, the climate, the political situation, the stability, the currency, the language, the pharmaceutical market size. So whenever you are getting an opportunity to discuss and come across opportunities, you look into that direction, which country you are going. I'm focusing mainly to the African countries, English speaking Africa country. And so appointment letter, contract letter, you have to discuss with a employer that what kind of JD, job description, what kind of role you are going to play in that country, whether it is mentioned in your contract letter and appointment letter or not. That is very important, because their companies sometimes behave tricky, and sometimes they write something else and they behave differently when you reach to the country. The third point is very important, that before you go to the country, you have to ensure that these countries require work permit. So without work permit, basically you cannot work in the country. So you have to ensure with your employer whether they have arranged your work permit or not. In case of not work permit, then visa, which is called business visa, Business visa is very important. You can stay in the country for few months so that you can get a chance to understand both way, and then either a special pass you can issue in the countries. Take it example of Kenya, Tanzania, Uganda, these all East African countries. The regulations are more or less the same. Now the secondary requirements. Secondary requirements is the platform where you launch yourself, your career into this international market. The company, the products. These markets are, as mentioned by previous speaker, again, I want to quote that one, that you have to get the registration of your products in the country first. Your company should be registered in the country. That is also a most and key important things. So if these two things are registered there, then you are good to go. Then you have to have a local business partner. As I mentioned, that Tradem Pharma is a willing and open to accept this kind of companies to launch in the country by providing them the support of registration, distribution, and the promotion. Then the local business partner, as I mentioned, you have to look into your team and team building. That is the key point, team building. Whatever we have learned in our domestic market, you have to come with all those experiences and explore that ideas into developing your team. The similar things is brands and brand building. This is a mixed market where still multinationals are taking the lead over the generic companies, because we can discuss this on a different platform or a different next time, maybe second chapter of these discussions, how to take the brands and brand building. However, it is key area where you have to work a lot to build your brands and sustain yourself. That market intelligence, you are not only a salesman, you are not only a marketing man, you are a whole and sole responsible for that company in that country. So you have to be very vigilant. You have to look into that market dynamics, where it is going, which type of products are accepted in the country, and you have to keep sharing and informing to the your respective company and the bosses. The third one is the other essential requirements. Other essential requirements are also very important and vital to notify here, that you have to respect to the people of the country. Taking an example of Africa, it is in a third world countries. The people are depends on the donations mainly, and focus to the government, and a lot of it is not like a Indian market, and it is not like a other regulatory market. So people are basically poor as compared to others. So you have to respect. You have to respect people. You have to respect local language. So take an example of East Africa. Mainly Swahili is the one language which is being used a lot in the countries apart from the English. So you have to learn the language, the behavior and the culture, so that you can mingle with the people, because end of the day you have to work with them. So you have to mingle with them, you have to understand them so that they can accept you. They should not consider you as outsider. Work discipline is very important, because and work culture, because that is your core strength. All the way you are coming from outside and holding a senior position, so you have to maintain that discipline, because people are sometimes avoid to accept the rules and regulations. So you have to develop that culture so that people and team can work with you. Train your mind, that is very important. Train your mind to handle multiple tasks together. You are a one-man show. You have to handle as a regulatory manager, as a product manager, as a sales manager, as a business dynamics, as a marketing analyst. So these all of the things you have to understand. At the same time, you have to handle one country, you have to handle another country. Those two countries are having two different dimensions, market side, behavior, and everything. And you always should eager to take new responsibilities. somebody is giving you new responsibility. Can you please take care of this regulatory business and things? Yes, so that you can learn more. So here, viewers and all panelists, I would like to welcome you all in ESA, English Speaking Africa. You can see the green color in this African map is English Speaking African countries, and my email ID is there. So you're most welcome. Thank you, Praveen, and the LPC. Over to you.
Thank you very much, Ashok ji. Really insightful and informative session. Please stop sharing your presentation. Oh, thank you very much. It was really very insightful and very
Thank you.
crisp. Yes, very crisp presentation, and lot of appreciation again we have got in YouTube and Facebook. Before that, a brief summary about what you have shared with us. Very briefly, you have shared with us what are the opportunities in African countries for Indian pharmaceutical industry players, right? So both for sales and marketing.
Yes, Yashwant. Thank you so much. And this is a really I kept myself very basics. If I'll get a chance to come across to discuss more on it, I will definitely love to bring the data and the information. How does pharmaceutical market looks, how the potential it is, and where we stand in the generic company and multinational companies, and why even multinational still are leading this market, and what is the future. Definitely I would love to comment that.
Thank you very much. And I also want to share with the viewers that you shared with us that you are heading one of the Chinese company, Fosun Pharma, who is one of the top 3 company in China, and that company you are heading in Africa, and all your team members are Indian. That is really a proud moment for each one of us that you are having a flying colors in Africa. So do well and definitely keep in tune. Some questions we will definitely ask. A brief about the things you have shared, basic information before entering into the market. First, a candidate should have insight about the basic information about the country, language, and culture. And he should be appointment letter, very, very important, job description, appointment letter, work permit, all these things, visa, special pass, all these things he should verify before entering. He should be very clear about what is the company, whether company is registered or not, whether the products are registered or not in that country, what will be exactly your job description, what are the products you are going to handle, who are the channel partners there you are going to work with them, what is the team building activity, who are the team you are going to, all these things you should cross check, and then only you should explore. Then you should be ready to take challenges. Some of the insight you have given was really very, very important. Secondary things, that is understanding the culture of the people, very, very important. African countries, I have also been to Kenya and Uganda sometime. People are very sensitive to their culture, so you should respect their culture, their language, their people. Discipline is very, very important, right? So you should mingle with them, so they should feel you as a part of their family. Then only they will accept you and they will encourage you and support you. That is a wonderful thing you have shared. Thank you very much, Shubji. Some of the appreciation, Daya Shankar Pandey is really very happy. He has told you, it is a proud moment, and thank you for sharing your international experience, right? Vivek Mishra is also feeling very proud that you are sharing your thoughts in this live pharma coalition. Madhuri Doshi has appreciated your session, right? And many people are there. Then Senthil is there, who is Sudeep Bhaumik is there, who is our regular viewer. They all appreciated your Minakshi Iyer and Arpan Kumar Paul. Thank you very much. With that, I would like to go to Praveen.
Mr. Ashwant.
Yes.
Sorry. I just want to quote Daya Shankar Pandey. He's my elder brother. He's in Indian Air Force. He's in Coimbatore. Wellington is a place, and I'm grateful if he has appreciated me.
That is so nice. That is so nice. That is so nice. We are happy that we have been able to provide a platform and both the brothers can meet virtually.
Yeah, it's a Facebook. His thanks goes to Facebook and YouTube.
Thank you very much. That is really exciting. So Praveen ji, over to you to introduce the third speaker, Mr. Saurabh Mishra. Saurabh ji, please share your presentation.
I'll just take 1 minute, Saurabh.
Yes.
Here is one appreciation from, I think, old teammate or friend for Mr. Ashok Pandey. It's a Kuldeep Solanki. A good journey from Jodhpur to Kenya. And one question, I think this is a good question at this platform. One person is asking if he's getting opportunity to work in Southeast Asia, and the same time bigger Southeast Asia, a small market like Laos, but bigger market Kenya or Tanzania in Africa, then what he should opt?
So this question is to me.
Yes.
Yes,
He should opt.
for
He should definitely opt Kenya and Tanzania, uh, because
Why?
I'm here.
Sorry.
I'm here. I can see the market, dynamics of this African market, especially English-speaking Africa, the way it is growing. That's what I mentioned, that probably I could be giving more insight next time for the market size and potential. This is the market which is growing more than, in 2 digits. And every day the companies and the country is growing into the segments, especially the lifestyle segments is growing like anything. So market size is growing, population is growing, potential is there, and it's an emerging market. So definitely we should look into that directions. uh, uh, Otherwise Saurav will give the another answer.
Yeah.
Definitely. But
I
for
think
me,
this
I'll
question
always
will,
welcome the people in East Africa.
Yes.
and this question would be open only. We are not closing here. Once Saurabh session would be over, then
Yes.
we'll keep one open discussion once for Southeast Asia as well as Africa. And
Yes.
if anyone is getting chance to move to Russia, then always welcome. That quote of Sunil sir.
Praveen,
Perfect.
just one question, one quick question to Sunil sir. Sunil sir, just one quick question to you. That is
Yes,
from
sir.
one of my close friend, Amin Roy has asked a very relevant question. So he is asking, what are the top categories in Russia in prescription and OTC segment? Just for the curiosity, is asking, in Russian market, in OTC segment, which are the top categories, and in prescription market, which are the top categories? If you can throw some light, sir.
Yeah, OTC category basically here in 2 parts. यहाँ पर है 2 पार्ट में डिवाइड है, फूड सप्लीमेंट्स एंड मेडिसिन.
Okay, sir.
तो अगर फूड सप्लीमेंट में बात करें तो विटामिन्स, आई विटामिन्स, ग्रुप ऑफ विटामिन्स यहाँ जो काफी पॉपुलर है और काफी बड़ा मार्केट टॉप में आती है फूड सप्लीमेंट पार्ट्स का. अगर मेडिसिन पार्ट ऑफ ओटीसी में जाते हैं तो वहां पर हमारा एज ए पेन किलर एमंग इंडियन कंपनीज के लिए काफी बड़ा मायने रखता है. पेन मैनेजमेंट जो यहाँ पर अभी सबसे ज्यादा पॉपुलर है आइबुप्रोफेन पैरासीटामोल कॉम्बिनेशन है, सो नंबर 1 ब्रांड है पेन मैनेजमेंट में, और ओटीसी में भी नंबर 1 ब्रांड है. इन प्रीवियसली ईयर्स ड्रोक्लोविरिन काफी पुराना मॉलिक्यूल था, तो लगभग 5 to 6 years एज ए ओटीसी मार्केट में नंबर 1 ब्रांड है.
Yeah. Wonderful, wonderful. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much for giving insight. Thank you. So over to you, Pandey ji. Please keep on giving. Yes, sir. कुछ बोल रहे थे.
And प्रिस्क्रिप्शन में टॉप ब्रांडेड में अभी लास्ट ईयर है सो कार्डियो प्रोडक्ट रहा है, रोजोवास्टैटिन है सो नंबर 1 ब्रांड में था.
Yes, sir. ठीक है, sir. Thank you very much. So Praveen ji, third speaker, please introduce. Saurabh ji, please share your presentation. Then we'll take some more questions, sir.
Again, it's my pride to introduce Saurabh, the young speaker in the group. Saurabh has done B Pharma and he has done masters in international business as well as international relations. At present, he is holding position of assistant general manager in Otsuka Pharma and based at Vietnam, where he is handling as chief of representative office and heading operations for Vietnam, Malaysia, Thailand, Sri Lanka, Nepal, and Bhutan. We can say almost entire Southeast Asia. He is holding 9 years experience in sales and BD and covered almost 15 countries of East, North Africa, Middle East, North Africa, and Southeast Asia. So I would like to hand over this session to Saurabh. Thank you.
Please share your presentation, Saurabh, if you have something.
Okay, is the presentation visible?
Yes, very much visible.
Okay. Namaskar, my name is Saurabh Mishra. Praveen bhai, thank you so much for a brief introduction. And as always, you have always been generous in praising me. Thank you so much for your kind words. Honorable members of LPC and dear viewers, thank you for joining today. My presentation topic today is survival of the fittest and changing landscapes in Vietnam and Sri Lanka. So what I'll be discussing today in particular is Southeast Asia region. And I'll be taking examples of two countries, Vietnam and Sri Lanka, of which I have first-hand experience. I've been an expat and based there. So let's start with a brief overview of the region. If you can see, this is the world map. And the Southeast Asia region is being depicted with a circle. This circle is known as Valery Paris circle. This concept came in early 1990s, and it was said that more people live inside this circle than outside. Now, what that means for us is that half of the world's population lives in this circle, that this is the most populous region. In fact, this region has a small geographical area, but in terms of population density, it is very high. Apart from that, this region has the largest population of old age people. Apart from that, interestingly, in contrast to this, this region also has the largest youngest population as well. This region has the largest population growth rate. That means the newborn babies are also the largest in this number. And what makes this region very lucrative for all the pharma sector is that this region is the fastest growing economy in the world. All the countries are growing in higher one-digit growth rate, where we see countries of Europe and West are growing at the rate of 2 to 3%. Here, the growth rate of economy is 5 to 6% on an annual average. So this makes this region very lucrative for pharma business players. And we have witnessed that a lot of nearly every pharmaceutical MNC is present there, even with their representative office or their manufacturing units or their full-fledged marketing operations. In Southeast Asia, Singapore is the seat of controlling regional headquarters. So in Singapore, you'll find regional offices of almost all the Indian and foreign MNCs. So this region, we can see that due to the presence of a lot of pharma players, is continuously evolving. And when a region is evolving, they change their regulation, they change their way they operate, they change their rules. And this is what I'll be discussing today by taking examples of Vietnam and Sri Lanka. So we start from the first country, Vietnam. This is a map of Vietnam. In Southeast Asia region, it is located in the south of China, surrounded by South China Sea from the west, and Laos and Cambodia from the east. This country looks very small in the map, but it stretches to close to 2,000 kilometers from north to south. In fact, two most populous cities, Hanoi in the north and Ho Chi Minh in the south, are separated by a distance of 1,600 kilometers. So this is a very long country. The population is 95 million, and the GDP is 261 billion US dollars. GDP growth rate has been more than 5%. And in fact, during COVID time, the GDP has increased. The exports of this country has increased. That makes it a remarkable achievement during COVID time when the global economy was going down. The pharma market size is 5.5 billion US dollars. And the growth rate of this pharma market is 8%, which is remarkable, which is, if you see from the third world countries' point of view, 8% growth rate is quite impressive. This country imports 85% of their pharmaceutical needs. That means it's a net import country, which makes this country a preferred destination for a lot of pharmaceutical manufacturers as well as marketers. The tender market in this country is 90%. But here is a catch. Vietnam, on a larger picture, on a macro point of view, seems to be a tender market, but actually it is not. The tender system here is very different. Usually tenders means that you get assured procurement commitment from the institutions, but here tender means you get an entry ticket to the hospitals. The tenders are awarded to more than one supplier for the same product in 5 different categories. So like the same product will be procured from the innovator, which is called a stringent regulatory authority which is like in Europe. The second category is SRA compliant. For example, a EU GMP or a US FDA facility in India or Bangladesh. The third category is like the manufacturers or the marketers who have a local bioequivalence study. The fourth category is local manufacturers, and rest all other manufacturers fall in group 5. So a tender is not assured business here. So how does it operate? When a manufacturer or marketer wins a tender, they have to pursue the doctors through various means, through promotions, through personal persuasions, through scientific promotions, to liquidate the good, to generate the prescriptions. So that becomes a trade market eventually. Language barrier is one of the striking feature which makes Vietnam a distinct country. English is not a preferred language. Very rarely you'll find people speaking English, understanding English as well. In fact, English teachers is a very sought after profession in Vietnam. So your dependence on local person increases a lot. Because of some regulations also, foreign manufacturers have to involve a local person here, which makes this market a little tricky in terms of approach. So in fact, it's very common, like two directors are meeting with an interpreter from a university. So it depends on the understanding of that university graduate, how much he can understand, interpret, and then translate into another local language. So this makes this market quite tricky in terms of approach, but still it has been a very lucrative market. Now, let's see what are the challenges that this market is offering since last 2-3 years. So there are basically two reasons why these changes are coming. First one is the free trade agreement between the European Union and Vietnam. This was being discussed in 2015, finally came into effect in 2019. And as per this agreement, almost 99% of goods are made duty-free in both the countries. Now, when European Union negotiates a trade agreement with a single country, they negotiate as a group. So like 27 nations negotiated this agreement with Vietnam, and therefore this trade agreement favors European Union more than Vietnam. So we'll discuss how these favors are coming. The other changes that are bringing are the domestic production capacity. The Vietnam government is keen on reducing the cost of imports. Therefore, they want to develop a local manufacturing unit to satisfy the domestic needs, and they're also looking for export market opportunities as well. So let's see what are the changes that have been implemented in Vietnam in last 1 and 2 years. Now, just like said, due to the free trade agreement, there is zero duty on European origin products. So like for any Indian manufacturer, they have to pay the import duties, and for the cost, the landing cost of their product increases in comparison to the EU origin products. As per this free trade agreement, 50% of the market will have to be reserved for EU origin products by 2030. Now, this is a big change because right now in 2020, the market share held by the EU origin products is just 3 to 4%. So it will be a huge opportunity for any manufacturer with EU credentials, not only EU origin, but having a EU GMP would be a great advantage. Until now, the market was controlled by local partner. You need to have a local partner who distributes and markets and participates in tender bids. But from 2021 onwards, even the foreign entities are allowed to directly bid. So this reduces the supply chain to very few players, and therefore the profits can be expanded. You don't have to share the profits with many people. So eventually Vietnam customers will have to pay less because the intermediaries in the supply chain have been reduced. So this is what Vietnam government is trying to achieve. Now, in terms of drug registration, the requirements are being getting tougher and tougher with every month. In fact, every month we see new regulations coming from the Ministry of Health for registration of products. And earlier, the registration timelines were just 12 months. A simple drug dossier would suffice all the requirements of the ministry. But now the size and the details of the dossiers have increased. And in fact, the timeline has increased from 18 to 24 months. So this is actually irritating a lot of foreign manufacturers who are trying to register their products in Vietnam. Owing to the domestic production capability, there are good incentives given to the manufacturers. In fact, there are preference in buying as well. So there are some direct instructions from the ministry to some hospitals to mandatorily procure goods from the local manufacturers. So that has been a challenge to a lot of foreign manufacturers. There is a regrading in the bidding system, just like I explained in the previous slide. There were 5 different categories. So now the first 2 categories are reserved for EU companies. So like all other manufacturers are now in direct competition with the Chinese and the South Korean manufacturers, which have the cost advantage of production as well as low logistics cost because of their proximity to Vietnam. So these changes are very fast, and their implementation is also very fast. So it is making a lot of foreign pharma manufacturers nervous. And in response to that, they're decreasing the prices, which is eventually giving a negative image building, because reducing the prices is often perceived as a reduction in quality. So what my recommendations to all the pharma manufacturers is just to keep calm and raise the bar. Raise the bar in terms of their quality, in terms of their supply, in terms of an approach to the new business models. Usually the Southeast Asian market has been a trading model, wherein just the goods were handed over to a distributor and job done. But now co-marketing is required, where you need to have your people, your product managers on the ground promoting your products. In and out licensing is one of the opportunities, because you cannot be present across all the supply chain. So if you have a good manufacturing capability, better to opt for an in-licensing. If you have a better manufacturing marketing capabilities, better to opt for out-licensing. So this is an area where we have to think about what our strengths are and how to take leverage of these strengths. Apart from that, we have to make some innovations into our formulation. We have to bring in new drug delivery systems to differentiate ourselves. One of the area which concerns me a lot, I have seen a lot of Indian manufacturers, they try to cut cost on packaging. In pharma business, it's quite an irony that the end customer is not capable enough to judge the quality of the product. It is a very technical part. It's a very skillful job, which is limited to a very few laboratories. So usually the quality of the product is perceived by its packaging. And this is where a lot of Indian manufacturers I have seen they lack, because they reduce the quality of the packaging, which eventually brings a sense that this is a low quality product. So we have to work on the packaging of our products a lot, especially in the OTC segment. Another recommendation is to go for higher accreditations from the stringent regulatory authorities such as EU GMP, FDA, TGA, UK MHRA. This will not only help in Vietnam, but it will also help in other Southeast Asia region, because Southeast Asia region follows trends. So now if Vietnam has established a trend, the other countries will soon follow. So it will be a long-term investment, and it will be definitely very helpful. Another area where a lot of Indian manufacturers lack is the data. Even though if we produce quality pharmaceuticals, we do not have a data record of it. So that is why our dossiers are weak. The documents, the queries that we respond are not so satisfying, which eventually delays our registration process. So this is something which we need to work upon. Even after producing quality pharmaceuticals, we have to actually prove with the data, supporting data, that yes, this production, the product they have received is of good quality. The evolving trend is the use of technology in pharmaceuticals. And this is something which is for good opportunity for young graduates and young people who are very adaptable to the qualities and to the technology. Social media marketing is widely used in Southeast Asia in OTC segment. Everybody has a mobile, they are hooked to social media. Internet cost is very, very, very low. So social media marketing is something, if we involve search engine optimization and use of algorithm, we can focus our communication in marketing to a targeted segment as well. So it is evolving and it is a very rewarding sector as well. In COVID times, we have seen that app-based sales management has increased. The patient books an appointment with a consultant on the app. The consultant sees the patient on the app through video conferencing. The consultant or the doctor generates a prescription, which with the help of the app is transferred to the pharmacy. The pharmacy dispenses that prescription and hand over the medicines to a courier agent, and the courier agent delivers it to the doorstep of the patient. So this is a complete app-based system which was implemented during COVID times, and now it is being preferred, especially for repeated consultations or regular checkups. So this is something which is challenging our traditional ways of promotions and pursuing the doctors. So this is an area where we need to work upon. Now coming to the second country, Sri Lanka. Now Sri Lanka is my favorite because this was the first country I was appointed as a country manager. Sri Lanka lies in the south of India. Strategically, geopolitically, it's a very, very important country because it lies right across the supply chain of the world. Nearly 50% of the world's goods transferred right below the nose of Sri Lanka. So Sri Lanka is quite often found stuck between the global powers like India, China, Japan, and USA because of this reason. So the population of this country is 21 million, and the GDP is fairly stable, $84 billion. The market size is 800 million, which is like $8.8 billion. The growth rate has been quite stable, it is 6%. This country also depends a lot on imports of its pharmaceuticals. 90% goods are imported. The major share comes from India and China. The tender market is 70%, which is quite assuring and quite stable tender market. Apart from that, the 30% private market is also very promising, and that is an area, that's a good area where we need to focus upon. There are very good, remarkable things about Sri Lanka. My experience was like a cultural shock because I consider Sri Lanka was just an extension of South India, but they are very different culture. I can assuredly say that Colombo is one of the cleanest and the most managed state capital in whole of Southeast Asia. It's a third world country, but you will be surprised to know this country is malaria free. So in fact, the primary healthcare sector of this is quite notable. Bill Gates was quite appreciating of this fact, and he in fact recommended this to follow the primary healthcare system of Sri Lanka in other countries as well. As I said, the tender markets is quite assuring. If you are the lowest bidder, you get assured procurement commitment from the state agencies, and that's a very, very assuring business for the whole year. Just you need to maintain the supply chain and quality. Private market is just like India, promotion based. You have to do a lot of sign selling. The out-of-pocket expenses are increasing. That is good for any pharmaceutical marketer because this is where you get rewards from your promotions. Another interesting part about Sri Lanka is that most of the consultants, the doctors, they go outside. They go to Europe and Australia for higher studies. So the market practice is very similar to what Europe and Australia has to offer. So if you approach with some science, with some innovation, it is very well received. And there is no restriction of practicing in the private market for a government doctor. So if you somehow manage to get your goods inside the institutional channel through tenders, automatically it is being used by the doctor who is also practicing in the private market. So it helps a lot. Either way, if you are into private, it helps into the tender. If you are into tender market, it helps you in the private market. So challenges that are coming up in Sri Lanka. The first one is the registrations. The regulations are changing very fast. The second one is the pricing. The government wants to cap the pricing so that they can reduce the healthcare expenses. The third one is the procurement, which has been implemented from January this year. And the fourth one is the local manufacturing. So let's see one by one what are the changes. Like I said, in the registrations now, manufacturing facility inspection has been made mandatory. So it's an additional expense close to 25,000 US dollars for any SAARC country. So that is one thing which will be a hindrance for a lot of manufacturers. Apart from that, for registration, e-submission of registration documents is now made mandatory. So now there will not be any bypassing of the regulations. You have to comply whatever is the guidelines have said. In terms of pricing, there are price declarations required. So a manufacturer has to declare what is the price of the same product in their own country and at what prices they are exporting to other countries. So Sri Lankan authorities want to make ensure that they are not being overpriced. And these prices usually are printed on the registration certificate. So you cannot change that. There are also price ceiling regulations. The first regulation came in 2018, where the prices of diabetes and cardiovascular drugs were reduced by 40%. So that was a setback for a lot of companies who are involved in active promotional. So they have to reduce their promotion and marketing budgets. The tender system is now changing the procurement system. Earlier, the lowest bidder was offered the complete quantity. Now, Sri Lankan authorities don't want to depend on a single supplier. So they will divide the tender quantities, the procurement quantities, and they will give the tenders to 3 lowest bidders. So here, even in tender business, you'll have competition because now the doctors and the healthcare institutions will compare the same formulation provided by 3 different suppliers, and definitely they will be going to recommend the best one. So there is a challenge coming up in the tender business. In terms of local manufacturing, government is very keen in set up pharma park, pharma infrastructure, but owing to the political instability, this has not been implemented. But now we see that the political system is quite stable, and we see that there will be an incentives for local manufacturers. The present local manufacturing, what they get price advantage of 15 to 20%. So a local manufacturer, if they are able to comply with the quality requirements, definitely they have better chances of getting the tenders. So how to mitigate these challenges? The first one I would say is strong dossiers and quality manufacturing. Sri Lanka usually is import dependent country, as I said, but a few manufacturers from India and China have earned more bad name than the good name. So it brings a bad name to the entire industry. So we have to make sure that the quality of the supply is good, and our dossiers are of good quality, so that we can arise to what the quality standards. We actually be the mascot of bringing more quality into the Sri Lankan markets. Especially in tenders, we have to ensure that the commitments are met. The regulatory authority of Sri Lanka every month publishes a list of quality failures, and it is very unfortunate to know that that when the quality failure is notified, the manufacturers fails to even respond. So this is something which we need to address. We don't have to hide away from all these quality complaints. We have to address them so that we can show our commitment towards the quality. Product differentiation and promotion is required. As I said, it's a growing private market and the returns are promising. So one has to invest here. We can do it through co-marketing. Just by a trading or a distribution model is not going to help now. So we'll have to have our people on the ground promoting our products based on their differentiation that they are offering. And the local manufacturing is something which Indian companies can look for. This is a good opportunity. They can either do in terms of joint ventures, or they can have their technology transfer where they utilize the existing facility in Sri Lanka and produce their goods on licensing agreements. So this is what my recommendations in these 2 countries are. I would like to end my presentation with an example. This flower is known as purple saxifrage. This is grown in the wilds of the northern Europe. Especially this flower blooms during the harsh winters when all the strong trees die. So this is what we need to learn from that. When the changes come, we have to adopt these changes instead of resisting them. That's all from my side. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Saurabh ji. Really very much insightful session you have taken. Really comprehensive and insightful. The summary is really challenging. I can summarize that one thing everyone has liked. Please stop your share. Keep calm and rise the bar. That is what you have mentioned, and that is the summary of all entire session, right? Keep calm. And Hitesh Suprati sir also has appreciated this slogan, keep calm and rise the bar. So I will not go detail of this, just 2-3 lines. You have given a very good insight. One thing I should appreciate is your homework. Data is very robust data. You have done good homework, and you are having in-depth understanding of the market of Sri Lanka and Vietnam, that we should really appreciate. Vietnam, you told, is a very lucrative market. Very good opportunities are there. Only thing is challenges of European Union, right? 50% access to European Union, and for that only you have mentioned keep calm and rise the bar. Have the newer approach, innovation, new business model, new products, and also using the social media, right? App-based media. That is what you told. Sri Lanka, you told, is a strategic location is the best part of Sri Lanka. The location is so strategic. 50% of our business is coming through that. That is what makes Sri Lanka a strategic location, a very good lucrative market. And thing in Sri Lanka you told is India and China are the countries who are exporting in Sri Lanka. Import is as high as 90% and tender business is 70%. So thank you very much. Very good insight. We really enjoyed your session. A lot of appreciations have come as and questions also. So I would like to go to Praveen Pandiji now for question answer session. Praveen ji.
For Saurav, it's not a question, it's not a comment also, but it's between both. Now you have to give some calculation on that. Mr. Hitesh Apreti is ex-chairman and director for Genufa Pharma at Tanzania, and he was one of our international speaker for our last global session. He is saying like, great view, Saurabh. You are the first Indian expert who is looking positive aspects into Vietnam market. Otherwise, everyone was crying. So, how you have taken so positive on Vietnam? Even we would like to understand, because for I'm working in a export house, and I'm not handling directly Vietnam market, but yes, I'm a bit aware about that. And we have taken in our words as negative. Like it's very बस जो चाइना है वो वियतनाम है, यही सोच है. So how you have taken so positive?
Look
Okay,
positive.
See, Vietnam is not pro-China, I tell you. Vietnam usually do not like taking China products. So politically, they have a lot of difference. Even though both are communist countries, but their political views are quite different. So China is not a very preferred partner when it comes to pharmaceuticals. A lot of complaints about Vietnam comes in because like the Vietnamese say that everybody has just made it a cash cow. Nobody is willing to invest into it. So we'll have to look ahead from what existing practice we have been taking out in terms of Vietnam. We'll have to evolve. That's my theme is, because if we continue to, like common saying is that if you continue to the same efforts, you'll get the same results. But this saying is not applicable to the pharma market, because in pharma, if you continue the same thing, you definitely it's a perfect recipe for a fall down. So you'll have to evolve. So for all my friends who are there, they have to look for some new formulations and new, especially accreditations to fight the market, because eventually whole of Southeast Asia is going to follow what Vietnam is doing right now. So if we are looking for a future in Southeast Asia, definitely we'll have to evolve.
Okay. One question from one DRA manager for some company which has hidden, I hope so. He's asking like which regulatory market is more tough compared to Middle East and Vietnam, Southeast Asia? in terms of regulatory rules?
Vietnam, actually, Southeast Asia, I would not say it's a regulated market or not regulated market. It's fast catching up to be a regulated market. So we can use the term a semi-regulated market.
Semi-regulated.
Yes. So if we compare it with the Middle East, definitely is an easier market to enter in terms of regulations. Definitely.
Okay. So Saurabh, the question is still open, which has been asked by one person to Ashok sir. If the
Laos
person is
and
getting
Tanzania.
opportunity to get job, the offer letter from both sides, one is Southeast Asia and one is Kenya or Tanzanian market, where he should move?
The particular question, I guess it was a comparison between a choice between Laos and Kenya. So I will definitely recommend Kenya because Kenya is a mature market. Laos has a very limited opportunity. So even if you put in more efforts, the results will not be that good. So definitely the learning and the challenges both will be high in Kenya. So if I am given a choice between Laos and Kenya, I'll definitely go for Kenya.
One question has came for Sunil sir. It's again from Mr. Hitesh Apreti from Tanzania. He would like to know a bit about more registration status for Russia regulatory, like how the costing would be and how much time generally it takes. Small brief.
Yeah.
Please.
So देखिए यहाँ प्रोडक्ट रजिस्ट्रेशन एज पर गवर्नमेंट 180 डेज है एज पर गवर्नमेंट रूल और कॉस्ट है सो गवर्नमेंट फीस है सो अप्रोक्स 10 लाख 1 मिलियन रूबल गवर्नमेंट फीस है बट बिफोर द सबमिशन ऑफ डोसियर वी शुड प्रिपेयर द डोसियर तो इट विल टेक 1.5 ईयर 1 ईयर क्या है कि उसमें बी ट्रायल चाहिए सीटी चाहिए तो सीटी बी कॉस्ट विल बिकम मोर देन $1 लाख और लोकल चाहिए so it's become totally अगर देखा जाए तो 180 days official time for registration before the submission dossier 1.5 year to complete B and CT so total if you fast track minimum 1.5 year maximum 3 years and cost will be minimum $2 lakh for one product and maximum depending on product
इंडियन करेंसी में 1.5 करोड़ कम से कम
यस उसके बिना काम नहीं होने वाला है अगर मोर देन 20 इयर्स मॉलिक्यूल पहले था लास्ट ईयर तक पॉसिबल था देयर कॉस्ट विल बी $80,000 मोर देन 20 ईयर मॉलिक्यूल
One more question for Dr. Sunil only. It's for DRA team somewhere. They are asking any patentship is there in Russia or not?
या पेटेंट्स है यहाँ पर रशियन गवर्नमेंट रशियन अथॉरिटी है सो EU US पेटेंट है सो वैलिड है यहाँ पर सम प्रोडक्ट अगर नीडेड है तो गवर्नमेंट दे कैन पास सरपास गवर्नमेंट चाहे तो वो पास कर सकती है बट यहाँ पेटेंट वैलिड पेटेंट
One question for Mr. Ashok. The question is from Santosh, Hyderabad. He is trying to understand, can he send goods from Indian supply chain through Africa or it's mandatory to get registered over there?
Okay, Praveen, I'll just give the answer of this question in this way that, any country in Africa, you have to get the registration. So that is mandatory for any product which you want to bring in the country. It is mandatory to have two things. One is a registration of the product. Another is a GMP, like, registration of the company, manufacturing unit. But there are some categories, IVDs, like, those product which is surgical and examination, the type of things, and food supplements. There are some food supplements, they need just notifications, not a registration, and not the GMP registration of the manufacturing unit. So except those, when you are talking about the main pharmaceutical products, human medicines, and then definitely it is very important to have a registration of the product, registration of the manufacturing unit. That is two. You have to have one local partner, that is to manage your local issues, supply chain issues, and definitely it is a overwhelming market, so that they can have the products, Indian products. It can be registered in the country in a limited time, maybe within a year, and it can be a good business. Maybe I don't know if I can take the again the chance to answer the same question of Saurav has mentioned that Kenya is a potential, and definitely we should opt, and that's true. That's true. I again accept this one, that African market, especially English speaking Africa, for Indians, it's a very easy to language. There is no barrier of language. You can speak English anywhere, which we are learning from LKG. So that is the first barrier. The climate condition is also not something different than Indian climate situation. So that is also the third is food. Wherever you are going, you have to look into that, what you can eat, because you have to survive and sustain them. So in that point of view, this is personal aspects. That point of view, that country is very much welcome. The professionally, and when you look into the geographically, the pharmaceutical market is growing more than as I mentioned, into double digit. Still, all countries looking to this lifestyle drugs and disease, it is growing more than 40-50% on the rate of that. So that market is there where people can build their career, sustain for a longer time, and reach to the different level. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you. One more. We are taking this as a last because we have some scarcity of time. But this question is again on location only. He has changed bit. Himanshu Dwivedi, if a given chance, where we should go first? Like West Africa, Central America, or Caribbean country? So this is open question for all speakers. Who would like to give the answer for this?
So senior first.
Sunil sir.
देखिए, पहले तो एक्सपीरियंस लेने के लिए हमारे तरफ से तो रहेगा कि नॉन रेगुलेटेड मार्केट जाए, क्योंकि वहां से ही लर्न हम कर सकते हैं बेसिक चीज. जो रेगुलेटेड मार्केट में वो काफी हेल्प होगा हमें. जो नॉन रेगुलेटेड मार्केट में वी आर ऑल राउंडर, वी आर लर्निंग एवरीथिंग. सो रेगुलेटेड मार्केट में काफी हेल्प रहेगा. सो आई रिकमेंड फॉर नॉन रेगुलेटेड मार्केट डेफिनेटली मिडिल ईस्ट. इट्स अ बेस्ट ऑप्शन. मिडिल ईस्ट, अफ्रीका डेफिनेटली ग्रोइंग, और मीना रीजन भी हम रिकमेंड कर सकते हैं. विल गो.
So I think the question goes to Ashok sir. आप सर इसमें कुछ add on करेंगे?
I will still stick on my previous statements, Praveen. I have make it clear that this market is growing. There is no language barrier. You will get the almost similar kind of understandings, food, habit, cultures, and everything is there. So I will always recommend them to reach to Africa, English speaking Africa.
So this gentleman is keeping especially West Africa actually. West Africa is francophone.
Yeah. I just want to come there. Yes, that is also a big market, but the language is a barrier. You have to be, you have to learn French. So that is also good. One should learn the new language. However, it is time-taking process. So better start with the English speaking, and then you can just go like you.
Thank you. So I would hand over this session to Yaswant sir. Questions are coming. We'll take that later on.
Yes. Thank you very much. A really insightful discussion. We enjoyed a lot. And good thing is that we are very happy that a lot of Indians are leading in foreign market. You see all our speakers being based in Russia, Tanzania, and Kenya, they are from Indian origin. That is what. And by interacting with you, we came to know that a lot of Indians are there in market as well as, right? That is what shows a lot of huge opportunities is there for those who want to explore their career in these countries. Thank you very much. A token of appreciation for those who are very active in participation. First of all, Hitesh Upreti sir for asking a lot of questions and giving insight. Rupak Rathod, Kushagra Mathur, Pramod More, Santosh Vijapalli, Thank you very much, ICS Verma sir. Thank you for participating, active listening. And then there are Vidya Shankar Pandey ji, Vivek Pandey, Vivek Mishra. A lot of people have appreciated the insight and the data you have shared. That is for sure. So we are really very much thankful for all the viewers for not only actively listening and joining live, but also for actively sharing their knowledge and sharing the questions. Thank you very much, all the speakers, for giving your valuable time. We look forward to you in future also for some insightful sessions. Thank you very much. I would like to go to Raman now for closing remarks. Before Raman, a last take-home message generally as a ritual we take from every speaker. So let us take-home message, your take-home message, parting message from Sunil sir. आपका parting message, your message to the viewers.
देखिए, सबसे पहले तो थैंक्स यशवंत जी, मिस्टर रमन और स्पीकर सौरभ जी, अशोक जी, प्रवीण जी। काफी अच्छा प्लेटफॉर्म है फॉर जो इंटरनेशनल मार्केट में इंटर करना चाह रहे हैं। तो काफी हम डिस्कशन के बाद आप यहाँ से मैसेज ले सकते हैं, करेक्ट डिसीजन ले सकते हैं हमारे व्यूअर्स की किस मार्केट में जाना है, रेगुलेटेड नॉन रेगुलेटेड मार्केट में। सो आई होप सो कि हम लोग है सो अगर कभी भी जरूरत हो कनेक्ट हो सकते हैं, हम लोग मैसेज दे सकते हैं, अपना सोचकर किस मार्केट में जाना है अपना डिसीजन लीजिए।
रशियन सीखना पड़ेगा, लेकिन वो चैलेंज हमारे लिए
लाइक अशोक क्लियर बताएं कि देखिए फ्रेंच अफ्रीका में जाने के लिए हमें फ्रेंच सीखना ही पड़ेगा, वियतनाम जाने के लिए हमको लोकल लैंग्वेज सीखना ही होगा, रशियन मार्केट माने का रशियन सीखना ही होगा। सो ब्यूटी ऑफ इंटरनेशनल जॉब्स का है कि जिस कंट्री में जा रहे हैं आप वहाँ का कल्चर, आपका नेचर, फूड, लैंग्वेज है सो अडॉप्ट करना ही होगा। देन वी हैव टू तभी सक्सेस मिलेगी हमें एज ए फॉरेनर, एज ए इंडियन। क्योंकि आप देखिए रहे कि इंडियन है सो हर जगह हम लोग छाए हुए हैं, अगर जाना है तो आपको पूरा तैयारी करके
यस कंफर्ट जोन छोड़ना पड़ेगा। थैंक यू सर, थैंक यू। सो अशोक पांडे सर, आपका पार्टिंग रिमार्क्स।
Yashwant ji, I'll say thank you so much and my gratitude and appreciation to LPC team for creating such wonderful platform. Actually, given that opportunity for us also to be, here and sharing our experiences. We are working in the market past 12 years, 13 years. We are full of experiences and which we wanted to share with the people. And a lot of viewers are there who are definitely looking into this market and international sector where they want to come and join us. So this is the platform everyone should use, and please keep doing this one. I love that quotation of Saurabh. He said that it's like a keep calm and raise the bar. I appreciate that one. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Saurabh, your parting remarks. Thank you very much.
Okay, I have a 3-point recommendation, especially for the young aspirants. International market is the career they should pursue. Definitely, it is a lot of rewards in there. The first thing they need to do is start traveling. Travel does not mean international travel. Travel to local, use local transports, and don't travel as a tourist. Travel as a traveler. This is the common attribute of all the success people around the globe. They have traveled. Once again, learn a language. A language breaks a lot of stereotypes. It introduces you a lot of new cultures. So learn a new language. Third one, networking. A lot of networking. In my experience, every senior is ready to share their success stories. You have to just approach them with respect, with a humble attitude, and an eagerness to learn. Every senior responds. So go ahead, talk to seniors. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you. I really thoroughly enjoyed each and every speakers. Thank you very much, Praveen ji. And over to Raman now for closing remarks. Yes, Raman.
Yeah, thank you so much, sir. So before going on to the last, I think ICS sir, he is also there. We kept it this time the live audience in a Zoom. If ICS sir, you're there, if you have any questions, you can ask us or to the speaker, or we will go on to the last part.
Yeah, thank you, Raman. First of all, thanks all the speakers. It was a wonderful session. Lot of learning, and we have really enjoyed the markets of Southeast Asia and Africa, as well as Russia. So it was really wonderful, and so I think most of the questions were asked and answered, and probably the speakers will take up the questions through Facebook and YouTube. They will also answer. So thank you very much. I think
Thank you so much, ICS sir. So like ICS sir, that we will request all the LPC executive member to be the live audience in the coming LPC the sessions, as well as this opportunity it will be there for the registered all the speakers, moderator and panelists which has been available in the group. So we'll go on to the last part of it now for the thanks. So I will like to thanks all our the Facebook page audience and the viewers, as well as your YouTube viewers and the audience. Currently, we do have a YouTube subscriber for our the LPC YouTube channel is the 684, close to 700 people there like subscriber into our YouTube channel. Facebook page 1158 are the people those who likes our the page in a 1 month duration, followed by close to 2,000 people, that is 1,848. Now, big thanks to our the people reach. We got it the highest, the 40,000 people reach. It will have in a 1 month of the time for the station. And the live audience, we got it an average of the 40 to 50 live audience. So thank you so much to our the live audience or the people those who watch it offline on the Facebook as well as YouTube. Thank you so much to all of them. Last not but least, or thank you so much to all our executive members, those who is joining with us with Yunus sir, ICS sir, Minakshi and Atish, Dr. Atish, Arpan. Thanks to all of them. And great thanks and big thanks to all both the panelists, Praveen as well as the Ishwan sir, and for all three eminent speaker, Sunil sir, Ashok, and Saurabh sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Let us keep in touch. We can go live now.